Speaks, and we're back in the building. Y'all listen. You all know how we do. So if you're able to chime in, if you're looking, let me know if you can see and hear me. Um, and then we're gonna get started. So as usual, I'm gonna wait on somebody just to let me know, and then we're gonna take off. We're gonna take off and get started. And then I'll introduce my guest. Well, I'll give you his name, but I'll let him introduce himself. Some people, you just can't introduce, man. You gotta let them do that. So listen, I'm gonna wait for somebody to say, "Hey, Clint, I can see you, I can hear you." Let me see. Let me see. Y'all, we made it to another Wednesday. Y'all already know how I do every week. I'm grateful. Um, I will always say I am a Christian, but I'm not the best Christian out here. I know I ain't. I know some of y'all killing it in a good way. Maybe that ain't the word to use, but anyway, y'all let me know if you can see and or hear me. You know what? I already know what my wife is gonna say. Um, I don't know why my video does this, but sometimes I have to put it on, take it off of just for me and put it on public. Give me just a second, guest of mine. Give me just a second.
Take
Just
all
a
the time.
second. Let's see.
I'm good.
As a matter of fact,
Take all the time.
okay, my wife, hey, love, she says she can see and hear me. Let me make sure that we edit the privacy and it was on friends only. I don't know why it does that. So let's change that to public. And y'all, we've got that changed to public. So without further ado, y'all listen. I want to introduce my special guest for tonight. Young man that he and I have been speaking over the last few days. And listen, very bright individual. But that's as far as I'm going to go. Sometimes you can do spectacular people and injustice trying to introduce them. So listen, we need to get some financial literacy going here tonight, y'all. So listen, without further ado, please welcome and give it up for my man JV Bernard. JV,
Hey,
JV.
how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Man,
How
how's everybody doing this
are
evening?
you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you, man. Once again, appreciate you for the opportunity to
Yes,
be
sir.
on your podcast, to be a guest, man. Appreciate it. And first and foremost, glory be to God, of course, for this amazing, beautiful day.
Ah,
Yes, yes. So, man, I'm excited to be here.
yes,
Like
sir.
you say, my name is JV Bernard. I'm originally from Louisiana. I'm located right now in lo- downtown LA, California. So
Gotcha.
enjoying this Cali weather, beautiful weather. I am a financial educator, the financial educator, financial guru. I give out amazing financial education. So I'm excited, just to share the knowledge, just to be here to drop gems and share knowledge because I feel, hey, why not? Why not just educate and share the knowledge for everybody? Because hey, it's enough for everybody to win at the top, and it's enough
Exactly.
room for all of us to be at the top. And so how I strongly believe, hey, know better, you do better. So
Gotcha.
I've been doing this for about a little bit, a year and a half, going on 2 years, and man, I'm excited. I'm
Gotcha.
excited to be able to share the expertise that I've gathered along the way, and just of course, hey, be here, have a good time with my boy Clint, and just say
Exactly.
bless the audience. So man, thank you once again for having me. Super excited to be here. Hey, thank you.
Hey, man, you got the floor. No problem. It's my honor, man, because we want to always do at Clint Speaks. We're gonna have our different subjects. We're gonna have our fun topics. We're gonna have our serious topics about what's going on in the world today. But this is one that's serious and needed. Um, but again, I'm not gonna get in your way. So tell them what you do, JV, man, and break it down to how you can help them, man. So just talk to us, man.
For sure, man. Thank you once again. So what I do is I sit with business owners and also individuals, and I share knowledge and education. Uh, Three rules of education: financial literacy. The statistic. is that only 9% of the nation is actually financially educated. So, when you think about it, everybody's playing the money game,
Mm-hmm.
but not many people know the rules of how to play it, how to successfully win it. The wealthy people know how to win, and that's how, the whole saying, the rich stay rich, the wealthy stay wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever you think about it, you have to learn the rules to play it to be successful. And what I do is I educate and teach people the rules to the money game. Simple rules. Basically breaks down three rules of money. The first one is about the basics of uh, the rule of 72, compound interest. Most people don't even know what compound interest is. And what compound interest is, Einstein himself actually coined it as the most important discoveries in finance, which is the rule of 72. And how it's broken down, whatever interest rate or savings that you're earning in your saving strategy, you divide that number by 72, and that's how long it will take your money to double one time. So these three rules basically help you strategize and be able to be in good shape to build massive generational wealth. Just that simple. Because whenever you understand compound interest and you really start to strategize, be strategic with where your money is placed, then that allows compound interest to take place and your money double for you because your money don't get tired, your money don't go to sleep, right? And your
Mm-hmm.
money don't call in sick. So, your money should be working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. It should be working for you. That's the basics of it. So, like I was saying, the rule of 72, let's just break it down even simpler. Let's say if you're getting 1%, 72 divided by 1 is 72. So if you're getting a 1% in your saving strategy, it's taking your money 72 years to
Wow.
double. And
Wow.
people wondering why, what I'm saying, they're staying broke. It's because they got their money in saving strategies or they're at the bank where they not earning any type of interest on their money. And so once you realize that, so it's all about you gaining high return on your money. So now if you take the number, let's say if you're getting a 12%, 72 divided by 12 is what? 6. So now your money is taking 6 years to double instead of 72. So now you really starting to get somewhere, and your money is compounding very quickly. So now the basics of it is for you to really realize and be strategic with where your money is placed. So that way your money is doubling for you. That's the first rule. The second rule teaches about taxes. Most people, of course, wouldn't you agree, Clint? Hey, you probably hate taxes. I hate it as well. But
Of
August
course.
Sam is going to get his. At the end of the day, he's going to get his. So most people money is in tax down places where your money is taxed whenever you put it in. It's also taxed whenever you take it out. The second place people have their money is tax later accounts or tax deferred accounts. That's simple like 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, uh, pensions, TSPs, those type of things
Hey,
are all
JV,
tax deferred accounts. Uh-huh.
let me, and I'm gonna pick up, have
Yeah.
you to pick up where you just left off, where you're
Mhm.
talking about 401ks and tax deferred. I'm gonna take you back if you don't mind. If you
Yeah.
don't mind explaining the difference between single interest and compound interest.
So single interest is basically one. Well, I say you getting 1%,
Mhm.
single interest, and then
Mhm.
compound interest is whenever it's actually compounding over the years and doubling and tripling and quadrupling. And so that's the difference.
Got
So you're getting 1% interest, so that's a single interest. But compounded is whenever it's actually doubling and speeding up, and you earning more money on your money.
Gotcha. All right. Now I'm gonna bring you back to where you were. I'm sorry if
Mhm.
I
Are you
threw
fine?
you off. Man, I didn't mean to. Tax deferred. What do you? I know what it means, but if you don't mind explaining to the people what tax deferred, what do you mean by
So
that?
tax deferred is that, or you're not going to be taxed right now on it. You're going to be taxed later whenever you go to retire and start to collect or start to receive payments or take money out of that specific strategy. So say, for instance, like a 401k.
Hmm.
You're saving inside your 401k. Why? For your retirement. And
Right.
so whenever you go to retire at the age of 60, 65, you expect to be able to start taking out that money and receiving that money. So then, only then is whenever Uncle Sam is going to be like, oh, okay, you done save all these years. You about to hit retirement. Oh, guess what? Now you got all this money. Now I want a part of it. Now I want my portion. And so that is what tax deferred is, where you're not taxed now, you tax later on it. Like whenever, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the thing about it, most people, would you say, most people don't even know how much taxes are going to be later. But we
Wow.
know taxes are going to be higher than today, right?
Exactly. Exactly. So let me ask you. So with what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
tax deferred.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if I'm a farmer and I plant my seed, I'm not getting taxed on my seed. I'm getting taxed on the harvest.
Facts, facts. And so that's what happens in what is going on with majority of people. They are getting taxed on the harvest, but what the wealthy people do, they figure out how to only get taxed on the seed, and everything it grows to, their harvest is actually tax free. And so that is tax deferred accounts, like what you just said. You getting taxed on your harvest and not your seed. So you getting taxed on this massive amount of money that you saved up your entire career or your hard work in life for. And then that's whenever Uncle Sam is going to tax you however much he feel like taxes are going to be in the future. So whenever I got this information, the light bulb immediately went off. It clicked like, hold on, wait. I'm going to be taxed at an unknown. I'm saving my money in a strategy where I don't even know how much taxes are going to be. Like, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that didn't register to me. That didn't sit right with me. Let me not say it registered with me, but it didn't sit right with me.
Gotcha. And this is on retirement products like 401ks. Things are
Yep.
okay.
401ks, 403bs, IRAs, TSPs, pension plans, all those are tax deferred. They're gonna
Okay.
tax you later on your harvest. They not taxing you on your seed.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Understood. Gotcha. So
Yep.
go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go
Uh-huh.
ahead.
Cool, cool. So that's what's going on. And so, but the wealthy people figured out like, hey, let me figure out how to flip the script. How can I get taxed on the seed and keep the harvest? How can I
Okay.
grow my money tax free? Tax never, basically. You tax on the initial amount and everything it grows to is tax free. And it's no secret. It's public knowledge. Most people be like, yo, how Donald Trump get away with paying only $700, $720, $750 in taxes?
Yeah,
It's no
explain
secret.
that,
It's
man.
public knowledge. He knows where to put his money to pay as little taxes as possible. The wealthy people been doing it for years, and that is called tax advantage accounts, where you only taxed on the seed and your harvest is growing tax free.
Wow. Wow.
Facts,
So what you're dealing with is products to where you're taxed on the seed.
facts, facts. Only taxed on the seed. Everything it grows to is tax free. And that's the second rule. The third rule of the three rules of money, it's about investment options. Of course, most people have their money in fixed investments. That's where most people have. It's at the banks. It's safe, but it has no growth. The banks are safe, but your money is not growing at no 1% or no 0.05%. Most banks on average is giving away 0.05%. If you do the math, what we just talked about, the rule of 72, 0.05 or 0.5%, divide that by 72. That's like 144. Now it's taking people money 144 years to just double or compound. That's
Wow.
that's that's crazy to me.
Wow. Wow.
And so the second type of investment strategy is called variable investment, and that is actually, I'm not a stock expert, I'm not a crypto expert or a Bitcoin expert, but I know, of course, just like you, possibly, Mr. Clint, when the market is up, people are making money, and the market goes down, a lot of people are losing money.
Yeah.
That's what I know. And variable accounts, it's in the market. All of it is in the market. It's no safety, but it has growth. No safety. And that's where 401ks is at. 401ks is heavily invested in the market. That's why I can confidently sit here and tell you that you can't put one person in front of me that can say, JV, my 401k made money last year. Nope. The market was negative, so thousands of people lost thousands of dollars in their 401k.
Wow.
Exactly. It
Wow.
is it is crazy. It is insane. So also uh 403bs, pension plans, TSPs, all that is in variable accounts, mutual funds in variable accounts. But the third type of investment, which is a hybrid of both, where it gives you safety and it gives you the growth. It's called an index account, where it grows with the market, but when the market takes a dip, your money is locked in, never lose to the market. Best of both worlds. So that is the basics of financial literacy, financial education, and that is where most wealthy people are putting their money when it comes down to it, because they're in an index is growing tax free, and it's the cap. There's talk about how much money you can fund these things. An IRA can't even compare to the amount of money you can invest inside of an index. It's
Wow.
crazy. It's a totally different ball game when you're able to look at it.
So so let me back up just for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Indexed accounts. You put money into an indexed account. When the market goes up, let's say the market is up 8%, 10%, 20%, whatever. Let's just be realistic. Let's say it's up 8%. You're going to get an 8% gain for that year or for that period. But if the market crashes, your money is safe. You just don't
Yep.
experience gain.
You will not lose any gains. Your money is safe. Index index accounts, some of them are giving guaranteed 0.75% to protect your money from losing to the market.
Hmm.
So, and also, not to mention, my favorite part of the index is, of course, the living benefits that it has attached to it. And now we're really talking. With the living benefits, most people not planning to catch. Well, let me say, I don't believe anybody plan to catch a heart attack, cancer, or stroke. Right?
Right.
That comes by surprise. Nobody is, getting a knock on the front door by cancer, be like, hey, hope you prepared. I'll come and visit you in about a couple months just to give you
Right.
a heads up. No, cancer doesn't do that to anybody. And so with the index, it have these living benefits, chronic illness, critical illness, and terminal illness that's already attached to it that covers that expense, that pays out in case that happens. So it's like on average, it costs $20,000 to $30,000 a month for immediate nursing care. I don't know about you, but I don't know too many people that just have that type of money waiting for emergency like that. So I like to tell
Man.
people, Mr. Clint, it's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it, right?
Exactly.
Just that
Exactly.
simple. And so when it comes down to it, that's what really sets the index apart from any other type of retirement strategy. Those living benefits that's attached to it. Because I know for sure, whenever I had my 401k, they didn't have no living benefits attached to it. So in case of an emergency, what my 401k could have did for me? Not nothing. In fact, if you try to touch your 401k before 59 and a half, everybody know what happens. You're penalized. They going to penalize you for trying to access your money in case of an emergency. How much
Wow.
sense does that make? So with these type of strategies, the index, you are able to touch your money tax free without any penalties. And you got these living benefits that cover you in case of an emergency happen. That actually
Hmm.
kicks in and covers it, those type of expenses.
Okay, so if somebody, let's say they have the type of product you have,
Mm.
the type of vehicle, and they, God forbid, experience some type of health feature to where they have to be hospitalized, they need medicine. They've had this product or service that you have, let's say for the last 10 years. I'm just throwing a number out
Yeah.
there, 8, 10 years. So they can tap into that and help pay for medical treatment to take
Yes.
care of them, as far as their benefits and
Yep.
not get penalized for
Yep.
it, even before 59 and a half.
Yep. Facts. Facts.
This
Amazing.
product does not go down or lose money at all. So it has a zero floor.
Actually, the one that I have access to that I offer, I structure people for, it actually guarantee 0.75%. So even in the worst case, you're still earning just a little bit and you're not losing. So you actually
Wow.
earning and still not losing. Just
Wow.
so it's like how you not losing? You actually winning. It's a win.
Wow. Compound interest, can't lose money. You got access to it, and it has living benefits.
So that is why whenever I was introduced to it, I was just blown away. Not only did the knowledge blow me away, the simple three rules of money, but then the product itself was just it's like wow, wow. And like I mentioned, most people say, well, why why my job don't offer this? Why my job never told me about an index? That is a great question.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm gonna give you a scenario. Whenever I know everybody know Jay Z, right? You know Jay Z, Mr. Clint.
Hmm.
So you see Jay Z in the club, and he have a bottle of alcohol. What bottle of alcohol you always have? Aces, not Hennessy. Aces. You only see him take pictures with Aces, right? Why
Hmm.
is that? Because Ace is paying him millions of dollars to hold this bottle. So he don't care about a big Hennessy bottle right there. If you want to take a picture, he's gonna hold this Aces bottle and smile real big because he's getting paid millions of dollars to do it. And when it comes down to 401ks, it's a tax write-off for every employer. Every employee that has a 401k, that's a tax write-off for that actual corporation or company. So they won't, even if they know about better products out there, if they not gonna get paid off of it, do you think that they're gonna offer it to you?
Wow.
No. Corporations are in business. Why? To make money.
Make money. Yeah.
Just that simple. They're trying to fatten their pockets. And they feel like, hey, if it have to hurt you for them to fatten their pockets, then so be it. That's how
Wow.
they feel.
Okay. So I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
And do not think that any question I ask you, JV,
Oh
is
yeah.
to put you on the spot, to
Oh,
embarrass you.
go
But
ahead.
these are questions that people may have.
For sure.
Why, with a product that has zero floor, you can't lose money regardless of
Hmm.
what the stock market does, even though it's called an index product.
Hmm.
A product to where you have living benefits. You don't have to wait till you die to access them. A product to where you can access your money without getting penalized. Um, why isn't everybody jumping on this product?
Yeah, that is a great question. And the thing about it is because I feel like it's not being flashed on TVs and stuff like that, or it's not on the front cover of magazines in the stores, and the government's not, hey, do this, do this. They're not advertising like that. So that's why most people are are kind of hesitant about it. Most people are followers, and most people don't seek what the one percenters are doing. The one
Mhm.
percenters know how to stay wealthy.
Yeah.
That's how they stay wealthy. So they figure out, they learn the strategies and how to avoid paying high taxes. The government is not going to publicize or really flash this on TV and advertise it as the way to go. Why? Because the government wants us as the citizens to pay taxes. That's how the government stay afloat, by the citizens and the lower class and the middle class paying high taxes. That's how
Mhm.
they stay afloat, by us paying taxes. That's how they make their money. So the government is not going to really say, "Yo, do this to avoid to pay me little taxes." No. So that is why most people haven't been jumping on it. But as the
Yeah.
times go on, a lot of people have been finding out. Then they like, "Oh yeah," they starting to hop on it and do the right things.
Right. Now, again, not that I know everything because you're
Oh
the
yeah,
expert tonight, JV. I'm asking questions that people may
for
not be
sure.
comfortable asking. Um, I wanted you to bring that out. And I think the other thing is, JV, and would you agree with me if I say this? Now, you could disagree if you like, but I don't think there's enough people out there educating people about
Facts. And that's a big problem as well. Like I mentioned at the
it.
beginning, the statistic says only 9% of the whole entire nation is financially educated. So there is a huge need for financial educators to go out and really educate people and share the knowledge. Let people know, understand how to win the money game. And so, like you said, that is one of the main reason why, because people don't can't do what they don't know. It's just that simple. And I was raised by my grandma in Louisiana, raised by my grandma. My grandma wasn't educated, didn't have a high school education, and so nobody definitely didn't educate her about how to save money. I was raised on welfare. So once I got financially educated, I was blown away, and then I started sharing the knowledge with, of course, my family, my friends, everybody. I was like, "Yo, you need to hear this. You need to sit down and listen to this. This is how you're supposed to be doing this. This is how you actually achieve and win the money game."
Wow. Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Yes,
Man, listen, this is exciting, man.
for sure,
Listen, the people need to know about this, man.
for
You
sure.
look. I appreciate you for educating us on this,
Hey,
man, because as far as like people like myself, and like I said, I have knowledge in certain areas, and this is not my night. But one thing I did not know, Donald Trump, like this tax thing, man. But
man, the dude do some shady stuff, but then hey, he knows how to do some stuff, like
yeah,
with him getting away with paying property taxes. Think about it. He buried his ex-wife on his, what I'm saying, on his what you call it, golf course, and so now his golf course is considered a cemetery. Cemeteries are not taxable by the government. And so once he really realized and understood that, he went back and unburied his parents and buried them on his estate. So now his entire estate is tax free. He's not paying any property taxes.
wow,
So it's just that simple. It's like public information on how to get away with taxes and how to pay little taxes. Just got to find it out. And like what you say, it's not enough people that knows about how to do it and how to.
wow.
It's just that simple. And that is why, like I say, this nation is in dire need of financial educators to go out and educate people about it, about financial literacy, and about the different ways to actually achieve generational wealth, actually accumulate that generational wealth, that old money. You know,
Man, so I did not know that about Donald Trump either. So, man, now listen, honestly, that is very interesting, man. What the moves that he did with his parents and his ex-wife. Now, me, I
Right.
don't know if I want to play golf in a hand. I hit a hand and it stopped it from going in the hole. But I'm saying,
Right.
you know,
Right.
you,
But hey,
you in the
you know, it's
backyard
like
chasing your
he,
grandchildren and you trip up over mama. But it's like, man, for him to make a move like that, man, like seriously, that's stuff we don't know about, man.
facts. Facts,
Wow.
facts, man. So it's just simple things, man. It's simple and powerful ways that they've been doing it. The wealthy people been doing it to actually accumulate this massive wealth. You know, it ain't difficult to be, you know what I'm saying, to be wealthy in this nation. You just got to know, figure out how to to achieve it. And once you figure out how, hey, make it happen. Don't just sit on the knowledge, put it into action,
Wow.
because everybody says, you know, knowledge is power, and I disagree with that statement, because applied knowledge is power. When once you
Exactly.
have the knowledge, if you just sit on it, you know, now that I shared the knowledge, now that you got it, you received it, and if you don't take action, if you don't seek to find these accounts, then you still won't become wealthy. Or if you still don't seek to find ways to avoid paying little taxes, you won't achieve what the wealthy been achieving. So then the knowledge is not powerful. But then whenever you apply it, you put action behind that knowledge, then it's become powerful.
That's true.
Just that simple.
That's true. So JV, let me ask, man. If somebody wanted to get in contact with you, or man, or again, don't let me jump in front of you.
Oh,
Um, but man, this is some good information, man. So how can people take advantage of gaining access to this?
for sure. You can reach out to me on Facebook, JV Bernard. Also, my contact is, you know, 601-540-7357. Feel free to reach out to me. That is my cell. Also, you can email me at bernardjv92 at gmail.com. Feel free to reach out and hit me up and book an appointment, book a meeting, free consultation.
What was that
Free
number again,
consultation.
JV?
601-540-7357.
7357.
57.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what was that email
601.
address again?
An email address is Bernard, BERNARD, JV92 at gmail.com.
Okay, so Bernard, what was that again? Bernard.
Bernard, JV, J as in Jack, V as in Victor, 92 at gmail.com.
Okay. I'm putting this in the chat, in the group
Feel
chat.
free to reach out, schedule a time to meet with me one on one. I do free consultations, put together, you know, see if we can put together plans for you. That is me.
Gotcha. Can you see the
Facebook.
group chat there?
Yep. I see
You
it in the
can.
chat.
You see it? Is that correct?
Yep. 601-540-7357. Bernard JV92 at gmail.com. Yep.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, so if somebody wants to take advantage of this, let's say, well, no, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. You can take it from here if there's anything else.
Yep.
I don't want
Hey,
to
I
jump ahead
reach
of it.
out and we can, you know, say if you have any questions, I say we can meet one on one and I'll inform you and show you how you can take advantage of how you can get possibly get an index account.
Wow. Wow.
And it's, you know, it's free. It's free to submit an app to see if you could qualify for an index account. And that's what's so awesome about it. You know, it's free to see if you. It's not. Most people say, "Oh well, maybe I might need, you know, thousands of dollars to start up." No, you don't. You know, this we not some high, or this is not some type of strategy where, you know, it's some by some high end investment company where you have to be sitting on 150 or 250,000 just to be able to access this type of account. No, there's people that's start off with maybe saving 50, 100, 250, 350, 400, all the way up. You know, it's just where it's like I say, we can meet one on one and just see how we can possibly help you, because it's ways. The opportunity is there for you.
Okay. Excuse me, man. So I'm still battling that
Yep.
little.
So I
But
see. Yeah,
anyway,
exactly, exactly. So
um,
man, once again, I say, Clint, hey, appreciate you for having me on, for giving me the opportunity to share the knowledge. Because like we had said, like we had spoken a few days ago, I mean, I'm passionate about sharing this knowledge so the masses can hear, so the masses can be able to generate massive generational wealth. Because hey, I feel like that is why we will put here. We will put here to leave an inheritance for our children's children's. That is scripture. So that but there's different ways you can do that, different types of things. But that is what we was put on earth to do. Another thing is that it also says that my people will perish from the lack of knowledge, and that is why so many people are perishing financially,
yeah,
perishing financially and staying in poverty because of the lack of knowledge, because not many people are educating people out there, sharing the knowledge. And so like I'm passionate about it. As you can see, I enjoy doing this, sharing the knowledge, because hey, it's out there. And I really wish that my grandma was educated, so she would have educated me growing up. And like it would have I would have been in a much better place if my grandma was educated financially, and she would have started plans and knew where to save money to better my future. But I know since I got it, I know for my future kids, hey, they gonna be true. They gonna be set for sure. That's
yeah.
my priority for sure, to leave a legacy for my children's children.
Wow. So hey, before you go, man, couple of questions. So this is not just for doctors, attorneys, um, politicians, rich people.
I know you can. It's not only for attorneys or rich people. No, like I said, it's for people who are maybe just working at Walmart, or you can start. It's I'm here to educate the underserved market, our communities, people who are striving to accumulate that wealth, like the CEO of Apple, or people who own Walgreens, people who own franchise McDonald's, things like that. I'm here to sit down and help people put together plans to strive to get there.
Wow. Okay. Um, I was look, I was looking at that scripture that you mentioned. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What it says after that is basically God Himself said, you destroy for lack of knowledge because you rejected knowledge. Like, man, I couldn't tell you, man, how many times when I was doing insurance just full time,
Right.
and the people were, yeah, I hear you, man, but you got a card, I'm gonna get back with you. And it's like, man, and I cannot tell you, I'm not saying it was masses of people, but I can't tell you how many people waited till it was too late, man. It was like, man, now I got this going on, I got that going on. It's like, man, you rejected me, People look at, you just trying to get a commission check. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Let me give you an example of what I did, man. This is open enrollment for Medicare Advantage. You go
Mm-hmm.
into somebody's home that's old enough to be your parent. Like me, I'm 48, so my parents 75,
Uh-huh.
72. You go into somebody's home that's 65 and over, and you're talking to them about this, that, and the other. No, no, no. We're not even talking about Medicare Advantage. Let me rephrase that. When I was working for Sears and I was going to people's homes, and they would
Right.
have us by appointment, JV, to come out and give them estimates on changing out their roof, their windows, their HVAC system. And some would say, "Yeah, I like the price of that." And some people didn't have that buttload of cash. I'm not, it didn't cost
Right.
that much, but so we, credit wise, and I'm like, some people like, well, before you do this, I don't have much money, and it would hurt me, man. Like, wait a minute, man. Like, if you came up in that era where my dad and them came up, you worked. I mean, my dad has said he was picking cotton JV since he was like, did he say like 4, 6 years old? These folks worked. And it's like, my heart
Wow.
is asking, I can't ask nobody this, but it's like, where's your money? Like, not in a bad way, but like,
Right.
it's bad nobody educated them, man. Like, and that's
Right.
bad. So when people are looking at, oh, you just want a commission, it's like, you don't get it. Oh, anybody that works deserves compensation for their labor. My thing is to leave out of somebody's home or over the phone a consultation call, and this can help your future.
Right.
Everybody don't have multi-million dollar businesses to where they can leave an inheritance to their children's children. But there are
Right.
certain vehicles like the one that you're mentioning that can help, man. And man, like when y'all don't understand, JV has thanked me bukus of times in the last few days. Man, I thank you for the opportunity. I think it's genuine.
For
But
sure.
he don't understand. I thank him because I want my audience educated. Whether you jump on it or not, that's between you and whomever. That's your call. But
Facts.
please understand that everybody's not after your money. Well, some people are just trying to help you, and people got
Facts.
to understand that. Hey, DD, people got to understand that, man.
Facts. Facts. And that's exactly what it. I agree 120%. It's about educating you, knowing what you have access to. You knowing what that you have access to and where to go, because hey, that's why I enjoy educating. Just to educate and let people know, because if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know better, then how are you expected to do better and to
Mhm.
get better? But then once you know better, then then it's on your hand. The ball is in your court. Once you know better, you expect it to do better. And you can't blame anybody else once you know better and once you know what you have access to.
Mhm.
It's become that's whenever, that's whenever people should tap into becoming accountable to their future. Once they know the avenue, once what they have access to. So yes, that's basically why I enjoy it, just to show people what they have access to, and educate.
All right, awesome. Hey, mama. But let me ask you this, man.
Yes, sir.
We just mentioned leaving an inheritance to our children's children, but what about the children themselves? Are they what's going on, Mike? Are parents able to do this? Is there age where no, they're too young. You can't put this type of product on them.
Man, there's people that start these type of accounts for their kids right after they're born. As soon as they get a social security number, you can open up an index account for your child and start saving $150, $50, $200, $300, $400 a month for your kid. And you do that until your kid is 15, 16, 17 years old, graduating high school. Can you imagine how much would be saved off for that kid? And so I start to sit back and think, I'm like, wow, that's possibly how all these people be buying their kids brand new cars for high school graduation. Or not only that, that's how these people be buying their kids homes, giving them down payments for their to put down on brand new houses and stuff like, or giving them down payments to open up businesses, different
Man,
things like that. It's like, so nope. To answer your questions, it's plain and simple. There's no age. There's no person that's too young to be able to go ahead and start up this type of plan.
wow, wow,
And
awesome.
that's amazing to me for sure. Because
It
I'm like,
is, man.
wow, if you do that whenever a kid is, what I'm saying, very young, it doesn't take long for compound interest to take into effect. And just imagine doing that over the years, over 10, 15 years, just starting off little. And then over the years, you can increase the amount that you're saving. And so as you increase the amount that you're saving, that's just adding to compound interest.
Wow, wow,
Exactly.
man.
For
Again,
sure. Life
the type-
changing for sure.
yeah, man. The type of stuff that uh, the elite know about.
Facts.
Um,
Facts.
and it's, you know what, I remember back in the day, JV, it was like a sinful thing when you hear people say the rich get richer. It's like we thought, well, in my mind, I thought they was wrong for doing that, man. Like, man, why they already got, but hey, somebody talked to them, somebody got them set up. And
Somebody got them right. Somebody educated them, gave him the knowledge about financial education. It's just that simple. And how I truly believe, because I'm a man of God, and I truly believe God didn't put us here to live in poverty. He put us here to live in abundance,
come on,
live lavishly. He put us here to thrive, not to lack. He
come
didn't.
on,
He
man.
don't want his kids to lack. And so whenever I think about it, it says that he's walking on streets of gold. So think about it. He's the streets. The streets are golden. So just think. He want us to have that type of life down on earth. He want us to thrive, but also he gives us the free reins, and it's called being wisdom and knowledge. Seek the knowledge and be wise.
Yeah,
And then once you get the knowledge, it's up to you to use wisdom to go ahead and take action upon it, on the knowledge that he has blessed you to gain.
yeah, yeah. That's true, man. Look, I'm trying to stay out your business, but you keep bringing up scripture, and man, look, man, I'm gonna say you
I
wrong for
can't
this, but
help it.
look,
Sometimes it's just
man.
hey, he just starts to speak through me. So I'm like, hey, I can't help it sometimes.
JV, if people don't understand, man, and this again, this if you don't believe in Jesus, that's you. But listen, and that's a question. I'm going to ask you a question. But what people don't know is, JV, Jesus had a treasurer named Judas. He had a dude walking around with his money and knew he was a thief. But anyway, so Jesus wasn't broke. But anyway, Mike Love said, "How do we reach the people in poor communities that don't even have checking accounts and that think that Cash App is a checking account?"
See, and my answer to that question, that's whenever education comes into effect, because it's simple. People can start off checking accounts. There's some banks that allow you to start off checking accounts for free. And so it's just by going, if you have some type of income, some type of job, learn, and you working, you receiving income, then you can go to the bank and, hey, I want to start up a checking account. You don't necessarily have to have a direct deposit going inside that account. No, some banks, but most banks will allow you to open up a checking account for little to nothing. So that would be, just that goes back to educating those people to let them know, like, Cash App is not a checking account. The bank, you have to go inside of a bank, or you can actually open it up online. Some banks allow you to open up a checking account from the comfort of your home.
So listen, JV, I'm gonna tell you, I know where Mike is going with it.
Uh-huh.
He's asking how do we reach those people and educate them and get them to understand that. It's gonna take people, Mike, it's gonna take people like JV, for one. And Mike is serious about that action. It's going to take people like him. Um, Share this. Let me say this. Share it. Share this. Get this to me as many people as you can. Mike,
Facts.
everybody that's watching, share this. That's one way we can reach them. We have to get it before them, and we're going to have to get out. And that's what JV is trying to do is get out
Facts.
amongst the people. I know he's in Cali, but um, hey, if we can push this, y'all, and that's the thing, Mike. Again, I see what Mike is going with it, JV.
Yes.
If we can get past, and this is something that me and Mike talk about often, if we could get past this,
Right.
if we could get past this,
Right.
hating each other, don't want to see each other. When we're asking you to share the lives, some people, man, whatever. Like, dude, it's not for me. It's not only for me. Let me put it that way. It's not only for, but stuff like this, push it. Push it to the masses. Get it to people because a lot of people, even in poor communities, who do not have checkings accounts, who's not educated enough to say, hey, Cash App is not a checking account. A
Right.
lot of these folks have found a way to get on, have Facebook account, Instagram, push it until we can physically get in the hood I hate to even call it that, but in the neighborhoods that are
Right.
not that are poor, people like JV Bernard, he's trying to get there virtually, but
Right.
until he can get there physically, push it virtually. Mike is serious about that, man.
Yes.
He's serious
And
about that.
hey, I'm even trying to do local events. Also, at host events at like hotels, conference rooms, or even rent out libraries, and just to educate people. I don't. There's no admission. Just come and receive the education. That's my goal, to be able to do big events or host, let's say seminars or whatever you want to call it, to educate, share the
Mhm,
knowledge.
mhm.
And so if that's the way that we have to do it, I don't mind doing that as well. Physically get out there, but I do it virtually as well, different states. But if need to, if it comes down to it, I would go physically and host an event to give the knowledge out, to educate.
You know what, JV, and I want you to hear this, Mike. I believe Mike is still with me. So um, there's a couple of other brothers too. Um, we need to.
Hey,
Did you see
I'm
the
very
comment?
familiar with Memphis, so hey,
Listen, I
we
was
can we
just
can
fit to go
arrange it.
there, man. I'm telling you.
We
I'm
can
telling you, I
arrange it.
was just about to go there, man. We talked about Mike actually brought it up. He was like, man, what if we get there's another brother, Robert Johnson. What if we get him to come? Man, listen, I was just finna go there, Mike. You beat me to it, man. I be trying to choose my words carefully, so sometimes it may sound like I'm stuttering. I was
Right.
going
Hey,
there, JV. I was going to ask you, JV, if there was a way that we could get you here, or as a way you could get here, man. Would you be willing to do that?
oh yes, sir. Without a shadow of a doubt. That's just how passionate I am about educating people. I would,
Mhm.
hey, if we can arrange the time and date, if it fits my schedule, I can get out there. We can plan ahead of time. Hey, we can make it happen. We can
Gotcha.
make it happen. Memphis
Gotcha.
is, even though I'm in LA, that's just a plane trip away.
Right.
That's just a flight away from me, for me.
Right.
So I
Right.
mean, hey, I wouldn't mind. So we definitely make it happen and arrange for it to happen. Let's make it
Gotcha.
happen.
Gotcha. Well, look, JV, man, look, we ain't gonna hold your night up, man. It's been almost an hour. Um, so
Hey, I'm
listen.
on Cali. I'm in Cali, so I mean,
Yeah, man, you
you
2
still
hours
early
down.
on my end.
Look, it's 6:23 your time. You still got that nice sunlight, man. What's the weather like there right now, man?
Man, weather is beautiful. Weather is beautiful, man. I think it's maybe about 70 degrees. Let me see. I don't
Oh
want
man,
to get
look,
it to.
Mike. Look. See, Mike, boy, I tell you, man. Mike
Yeah.
has been around me too long. I was just gonna say, we need to get JV to get us there.
Hey,
Look,
hey, let me check the weather real quick. Let me put it up and also let me see. It's load right now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get it. 78. 78 degrees.
wow,
Sunny. Beautiful weather.
wow,
Beautiful, man. It's perfect. And especially around this time, around like late September, early October, it's some of the most beautiful weather. Just perfect. In the evening, just not too cold, just cool. It's like, man, beautiful, and
wow,
that's what really got me here. And like I tell people, man, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I enjoy it.
wow, man. That's
Don't-
all right, man.
Before I moved there, didn't have to worry about hurricanes and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm from Louisiana. I've experienced numerous amount of hurricanes, so I was tired of those. I moved out here. It's like, yes, I'm away from hurricanes. Just access to sunshine. So
Wow,
then of course earthquakes and some other things and wildfires. But I'm like, yeah, hurricanes is a totally different ball game from that. But yeah, hey, like I
yeah,
say, I'm willing to make that trip out there. And hey, y'all come out here and meet me as well. Hey, we can make it happen. So y'all
gotcha.
just let me know. We can arrange the time. Let's make it happen.
Oh man, that sounds like a plan, man. Now, my wife gonna want to be out there too and hit the beach.
Oh
So
yeah, she ain't going to be left at home. Hell no, man. Where you going to Cali?
probably ain't gonna be able to even pull her in the hotel room. Look, man, we got to go back home.
Right,
Like, she been to the beach in a minute.
I'm
So,
right with you. I'm going to
oh
enjoy me some
man,
Cali sunshine too.
Yes,
Yeah, Philly
sir.
beaches. My favorite place, my favorite spot out here is in Malibu. Malibu, man, it's so beautiful.
Oh man, I heard about look, she done chimed in. I ain't said
Right.
nothing.
I hear you. I hear
Oh
you, Miss Roy.
man.
I hear you. Hey, I hear that.
Awesome. Well,
But
look,
Malibu
man.
is beautiful. It's like people say, "Oh, this is not too much." To me, man, the fact the views is just amazing. They have the ocean, then they have these houses that's out up in the hills and the mountains. It's just perfect. It's not about necessarily a lot of things to do or places. It's just about being there and just being in you know what I'm saying, just absorbing the atmosphere. Just beautiful. Beautiful weather
Oh
out there in
man.
Malibu. I enjoy going there.
Awesome, man. Look, I heard about Malibu. There was another part of California too, man, that was just beautiful. But LA, man, I gotta go, man. I gotta
Man,
go, man.
hey, though
Mike,
they
we gotta
say
go, man.
that sunshine in LA hit different. It's beautiful. I've been enjoying it. It's definitely grateful. For sure that God has blessed me to be able to live here. For sure, every day I definitely express my gratitude to Him for sure before I
Yes.
get my day started. Like man, because where I come from, there's no palm trees in sight in Louisiana. So I'm like, man, like, thank you. I'm blessed, grateful.
Wow. Wow, man, that's awesome, man. But look, man, look, I've enjoyed you. I know the audience hasn't,
For sure.
been enlightened, man. And that's my theme. My theme. We go eat up, man. Edify, enlighten, and encourage.
Yeah,
Um, so listen, man. It has been a great night. You all, if you have any questions, submit them to him.
for sure.
Inbox him. How can they get in contact with you again on Facebook, man?
Oh, yep. My Facebook is JV Bernard. Tap in. Welcome to add me. Hit the follow button. Reach out, message me, DM me. Hey, I answer. Hey, I answer messages. It's not. It won't go to spam. You reach out, schedule a time with me. Hey, it's me. I don't have a robot answer. No, it's me. Reach out to me, contact me. I got my cell. I got my email as well. So hey, reach out. I'll be glad to sit down and what I'm saying and talk more. So thank you
Gotcha.
once again. Thank you once again, my brother. I appreciate the opportunity. Really, really do. I appreciate it. And man, hey, I'm looking forward to being out there in Memphis. We gonna make it happen. We're gonna make
We
a live event happen. So man, thank you once again. I pray blessings over you and the podcast
agree.
and your family as well and
I see
your
that, man.
also your businesses. I hope God continue to rain down blessings over you, man. I'm grateful. Thank you for having
Man,
me. And thank everybody for tuning in, for tapping in the questions. Mr. Mike, hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you as well. You seem like an awesome person. So, man, thank y'all, man. Hope everybody have a great evening, great night.
awesome. And on that note, listen, y'all, go ahead and get educated on getting this generational wealth going. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I wanted him to have that last word, but I'm gonna go ahead and just close us out. Y'all have a great, safe night. JV, you stay on, man. Y'all, God bless you all, man.